Alamin natin ang mga programa at aktibidades ng mga kinatawan sa pamumuno ni Speaker Ferdinand Martin FMR Romualdez, Kamara, House of the People. Tuwing Sabado, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng umaga at replays tuwing Linggo, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Dito lang sa...
Please remain standing for a silent prayer and meditation.
Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 213 members responded to the call.
213. With 213 members responding to the call, the Chair declares the presence of the quorum. Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the deferment of the approval of the journal of the previous session.
Is there any objection? Chair is not. Motion is approved. Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now proceed with the reference of business and request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports.
The Secretary General is now directed to read the title of the proposed House Bill and resolutions.
Reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 9097, institutionalizing a criminal investigation system, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 9098, strengthening and modernizing the Bureau of Fire Protection, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill 9099, establishing Philippine Heart Centers in Cagayan de Oro City for Mindanao, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 9100, providing better conditions for inmates by adjusting the cost of subsistence allowance per inmate per day from 70 pesos to 100 pesos and increasing the medicine allowance per inmate per day from 15 pesos to 30 pesos. Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 9101, establishing a lung center of the Philippines in Cagayan de Oro City for Mindanao. Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 9102, providing for the Magna Carta for public councilors, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 9103, creating the National Diabetes Center and Foundation, by Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 9104, establishing National Kidney and Transplant Institutes in Cagayan de Oro City for Mindanao, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
Committee on Health.
House Bill 9105, establishing the Philippine Children's Medical Center for Mindanao, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 9106, providing non-wage benefits for public school teachers, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 9107, mandating the establishment of rehabilitation center for illegal drugs users in every province of the Philippines, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Dangerous Drugs.
House Bill 9108, strengthening the legal staff of the DOJ, renaming it as the Office of the Chief State Counsel, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill 9109, providing for a national framework for students' rights and welfare, Representative Rodriguez Rufus.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture, and to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 9110, institutionalizing a nationwide language revitalization program, Representative Tambunting.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 9111, to conserve and protect Philippine public forests, mangroves, and wildlife through a comprehensive environmental program of renewal, replanting, and reforestation, by Representative Tambunting.
To the Special Committee on Reforestation.
House Bill 9112, establishing a universal newborn hearing screening program for the prevention, early diagnosis, and intervention of hearing loss among children, by Representative Tambunting.
Health.
House Bill 9113, granting hazard pay to all public prosecutors in the Philippines during their incumbency, Representative Tambunting.
Committee on Justice.
House Bill 9114, strengthening and rationalizing the regulatory capacity of the Bureau of Quarantine, renaming it to the Philippine Quarantine Authority, by Representative Bongalon.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 9115, providing for a Bill of Rights for air passengers, Representative Bongalon.
to the Committee on Transportation,
House Bill 9116, establishing a framework for blue economy and promoting stewardship and sustainable development of coastal and marine ecosystems and resources. Representatives Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Erwin, Yap Edvic, and Yap Eric.
to the Committee on Economic Affairs,
House Bill 9117, providing for the modernization of the judiciary. Representatives Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Erwin, Yap Edvic, and Yap Eric.
the Committee on Justice,
House Bill 9118, institutionalizing the grant of a teaching supplies allowance for public school teachers. Representatives Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tulfo Jocelyn, and Tulfo Erwin.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Bill numbers 9119 and 9120, establishing national high schools in Timpas, Panitan, and Bato, Panay in the province of Capiz. By Representative Ginto.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Bill 9121, establishing the Don Honorio Ventura State University System. By Representative Gonzales Aurelio.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 9122, amending Section 450 of the Local Government Code to institutionalize the one city for every province and automatically convert capital towns of provinces without cities either as a component city, independent component city, or a highly urbanized city. By Representative Legarda.
to the Committee on Local Government,
Resolutions. House Resolution 1278, congratulating and commending Filipino Representative Mark Jason Galauran of the 2nd District of Caloocan City, who bagged the silver medal in the 2023 International Powerlifting Federation World Class and Equipped Sub-Junior and Junior Powerlifting Championships held last August 24, 2023 to September 3, 2023 in Romania. Representative Kahayon Uy.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Resolution 1279, congratulating and commending Filipino youth athlete Fier Afan for winning the 2023 World Grappling Championship in Warsaw, Poland, held on August 22, 2023. Representative Teves.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
Messages from the Senate. Message dated September 11, 2023, informing the House of Representatives that on even date, the Senate passed Senate Bill 2200, in which it requests the concurrence of the House of Representatives.
to the Committee on Public Accounts, to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
Message dated September 11, 2023, informing the House that on even date, the Senate passed Senate Bill 2243, in which it requests the concurrence of the House.
to the Committee on Agriculture and Food,
Communications. Letter dated July 25, 2023 of the COA Chairperson, furnishing the House of Representatives with copies of their annual audit reports for the year ending December 31, 2022 on the DFA and the Office of the President.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letter dated August 22, 2023 of the DEN or Undersecretary, Finance, Information Systems, and Climate Change, submitting to the OIC Supervising Auditor, Audit Group 1, a copy of their agency action plan and status of implementation as of August 10, 2023 on the audit observations and recommendations of the COA on the consolidated annual audit report for the calendar year 2022.
to the Committee on Public Accounts,
Letter and various reports submitted by local government chief executives and officials regarding their fund utilization and status of program project implementation of the Local Government Support Fund.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Report dated September 11, 2023 of the Secretary General of the House of Representatives on enrolled copies of House Bill 7413, which were transmitted to the Office of the President for His Excellency's consideration and signature pursuant to Section 18H, Rule 6 of the Rules of the House of Representatives.
the aforementioned committee reports are all referred to the Committee on... Jen, please.
Committee Reports. Committee Report 752, submitted by the Special Committee on Nuclear Energy on House Resolution 1282. Committee Report 753, submitted by the Committees on Basic Education and Culture and Appropriations on House Bill 9128. Committee Report 754, submitted by the Committee on Basic Education and Culture on House Resolution 1285. Committee Reports number 755 and 756, submitted by the Committee on Youth and Sports Development on House Resolution numbers 1287 and 1288.
The aforementioned committee reports are all referred to the Committee on Rules. The Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, before we proceed, I'd like to acknowledge the guest of Honorable Crispin Diego D. Remulla from the municipality of Indang, Cavite. They are Mayor Perfecto V. Pidel, Vice Mayor Samuel Rudil, Councilors Restituto Vejerano, Councilor Ferdy Papa, Councilor Nilo Telmo, Councilor Ave Kasyanan, Councilor Ronald Bernarte, Councilor Isel Borja, Councilor Ramil Herrera, Councilor Danilo Masangkay, SK President Kian Ferraer, and ABC President Marcelino Cruzada. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
To the guests of Honorable Crispin Diego D. Remulla, welcome to the House of Representatives. Palakpakan po natin ang ating guests. Salamat po. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would also like to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Bong Teves, representative of TGP Party List, 2023 World Grappling Champion Fiera Afan, and Mr. Alvin Aguilar, President and founder of Universal Reality Combat Championship, President of the Wrestling Association of the Philippines.
To the guests of Deputy Majority Leader Bong Teves, welcome to the House of the People. Palakpakan mo natin.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we acknowledge the guests of Honorable Aurelio Dong D. Gonzales Jr. of the 3rd District of Pampanga, namely Mayor Eduardo D. Mandato of Bacolor, Pampanga, Renato Lee, Bacolor Budget Officer, Dr. Enrique Baking, DHVSU President, Dean Dali Kiambao, DHVSU Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Graduate School, Attorney David Robert Aquino, and Ms. Morina Ensomo.
Thank you to my guests, Mayor Eduardo Di Mandato of Bacolor, Renato Lee, Bacolor Budget Officer, the President of Don Honorio Ventura State University, Dr. Enrique Baking, Dean Dali Kiambao of DABSU, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean Graduate School, Attorney Robert David, the DABSU Dean School of Law, and Ms. Monina Ensomo. To my constituent and my kabalen, Malawas ko po, Kenny King House of Representatives. Palakpakan po natin ang ating bisita. Dakal pong salamat, Mayor. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, moved for 1 minute suspension.
Session suspended.
Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 6933 as contained in Committee Report number 287, and may I request that the Secretary General be instructed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill number 6933.
House Bill 6933, an act declaring the province of Pampanga as the Christmas capital of the Philippines.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize our Senior Deputy Speaker, Dong Gonzales, to begin sponsorship of the measure.
Our Senior Deputy Speaker, Representative Dong Gonzales, my partner, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Fellow members of this August Chamber, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good afternoon to all of you. As what the song suggests by Jose Marichan, Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. And although there are plenty of Christmas traditions around the world, ours here in the Philippines is uniquely different. Pagdating po ng Burr months, umpisa na po ang Pasko dito sa Pilipinas. Christmas lights starts to glitter, and our native paroles shine and light in our homes and in the streets. Ganito ang Paskong Pinoy, masaya at maliwanag. I stand here today to sponsor House Bill number 6933, which seeks to declare the province of Pampanga as the Christmas capital of the Philippines. This is in recognition to the economic, cultural, and significance of the lantern-making industry which has existed for the decades and crafted by excellent Kapampangans, artisans that has been significant contributor to the economy of the province. Pampanga is the best place to be with. If you want to experience Christmas to the fullest, we will invite you in Pampanga. The annual Giant Lantern Festival features lavish displays and enormous lanterns made by its participating barangays. The intricate and unique patterns combined with vibrant lights set it apart from a typical parol. My fellow Kapampangans pride themselves in these creations as it showcased in their creativity and craftsmanship. Pampanga is lantern-making industry and has been included in several historic occasions in our country's history. In 1966, Kapampangan lanterns made its way in the halls of Malacanang Palace during the summit organized by Sampaguita Pictures in 1969. For 14-foot giant lantern was lit up during the inauguration of the iconic Nayong Filipino theme park. As the request of the First Lady Imelda Marcos, during that time, the lanterns made their way to Samar and Leyte. Sometime in 1970s, the government decorated the outdoors of Fort Santiago with lanterns made in Pampanga during the state visit of King Juan Carlos of Spain in 1979. The first documented overseas display of giant lantern happened during the 75th anniversary of the Philippine-Hawaii Commission in 2021. The steel frame lantern that was used among the 500th anniversary of the Battle of Mactan in Cebu came from the Kiowa clan natives of Pampanga in the city of San Fernando, Pampanga. In addition, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, Pampanga was home of the Pascuan Village, a year-round theme park of Christmas extravaganza, a first of its kind in Asia. Pascuan Village featured the best of Filipino arts and craft. In due recognition for this unique tradition, international media company CNN hailed the city of San Fernando as Asia's Christmas capital. Lahat tayo ay excited na ipagdiwang ang Pasko. Kung sana naman ako ay naglalambing sa inyong lahat, Mr. Speaker, my fellow House members, iregalo po natin ito sa ating bansa, lalo na sa aking mahal na lalawigan sa Pampanga, ang panukalang batas na ito. The passage of this bill is the highest recognition of our unique cultural identity and heritage. So on that note, Mr. Speaker, dakal salamat keng support tayo kening bill ko na ning maging the province of Pampanga to be the Christmas capital of the Philippines. Dakal pong salamat, maya pagkatpalapon po kay Kayungan.
Thank you, distinguished sponsor. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate as sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee amendment nor individual amendment, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6933.
There is a motion to approve House Bill number 6933 on second reading. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 6933 is hereby approved on second reading. Congratulations. Merry Christmas. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Session is suspended. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 9015 as contained in Committee Report number 731, and may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill number 9015.
House Bill 9015, an act institutionalizing the expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program and appropriating funds therefore.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the chairperson of the Committee on Higher and Technical Education, the Honorable Mark Go, be recognized to begin sponsorship of the measure.
Honorable Mark Go is recognized to deliver his sponsorship speech.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker and my dear colleagues. I have the honor of sponsoring House Bill 9015 under Committee Report 731, which institutionalizes the expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program, or ETIAP. This bill, Mr. Speaker, proposes to institutionalize the ETIAP to strengthen the system of academic equivalency and accreditation at the college level. Under this program, senior high school graduates, post-secondary technical vocational students and graduates, and college undergrads who have become workers, employees, and professionals with an aggregate of 5 or more years of work experience will be able to earn credit units based on their knowledge, work experiences, achievements, and skills obtained through their jobs to earn school credits that are then deducted from the total number of units or credits that they have required to earn before they graduate. Mr. Speaker, the bill provides that the CHED, or the Commission on Higher Education, shall be the lead agency in implementing this proposed law as an integral part of the higher education system. It shall deputize or accredit agencies, organizations, and HCIs that seek to offer the ETIAP as part of their academic programs. Under this bill, Mr. Speaker, the Commission on Higher Education shall also certify, after a thorough evaluation, the pertinent work experiences, knowledge, attitude, values, and expertise acquired by workers, employees, and professionals from high-level, non-formal, and informal training towards the awarding of an appropriate academic degree. Mr. Speaker, we all know that the acquisition of knowledge and skills does not only take place within the confines of the classroom, but beyond that. We have enacted related laws on equivalency in higher and technical vocational education, such as the Ladderized Education Act, the Open Distance Learning Act, the Dual Training Act, and for basic education, the Alternative Learning System, or the ALS. It is high time, Mr. Speaker, that we also give access to educational opportunities to persons with proven competence so they can develop their full potentials and prepare them for higher value jobs required for attaining global competitiveness. Institutionalizing the ETIAP as an alternative learning program will be a big help. Students who stop schooling to be able to earn a living, such as workers, employees, professionals, and other undergrad adults with acquired competencies to finally earn a degree through the recognition of their experience, knowledge, skills, and expertise obtained through their jobs, which shall be given equivalent school credits. This will also enable these individuals to harness their full potential so that they can further contribute to national development. For these reasons, Mr. Speaker and my esteemed colleagues, I urge you to support the passage of this measure. Again, thank you very much at magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you very much. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate the said sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee nor individual amendment, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 9015.
There is a motion to approve House Bill number 9015 on second reading. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 9015 is hereby approved on second reading.
Thank you very much,
Congratulations.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Majority Leader. Thank you.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 9045 as contained in Committee Report number 739, and may I request that the Secretary General be instructed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill number 9045.
House Bill 9045, an act providing the Muslim Filipinos better access to Sharia courts, amending for the purpose Republic Act number 9997, otherwise known as the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos Act of 2009.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the chairperson of the Committee on Muslim Affairs, the Honorable Muhammad Khalid de Maporo, be recognized to begin sponsorship of the measure.
The Honorable Representative de Maporo is recognized to deliver his sponsorship speech.
Auzu billahi minasyaitanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mr. Speaker, colleagues, greetings of peace. It is a privilege for me to present to the plenary Committee Report number 739, House Bill numbers 9045, titled An Act Amending Republic Act number 9997, otherwise known as the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos Act for 2009, to provide Muslim Filipinos better access to Sharia courts in its absence, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. The purpose of this bill is to provide better access to Sharia courts for Muslim Filipinos by allowing the NCMF to act as service providers for and in their behalf to process documents to the Sharia courts. In addition, this bill also seeks to enable the creation of a digital platform which will allow electronic processing of certain services of the Sharia courts. We have ensured that this bill will not encroach into the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Together with the Office of the Court Administrator, we placed a specific provision in Section 2 stating the provisions of this section shall not be construed as an impediment on the jurisdiction of the courts. We hope the day will come that the Muslim Filipino communities residing in the far north, such as Baguio, or those who have migrated to urban centers, such as Metro Manila, Cebu City, or their periphery, or those scattered into the different non-BARM provinces in our country's different administrative regions, will no longer have to fly to Zamboanga City just to avail of a Sharia court. They can simply proceed to the nearest NCMF office and avail of this government service for the benefit of the Muslim Filipino. It is for this reason I earnestly request the support of the plenary for the approval of Committee Report number 739, House Bill number 9045 for better access to the Sharia courts. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues. Shukran.
Thank you very much. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate the said sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee nor individual amendment, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby terminated. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 9045.
There is a motion to approve House Bill number 9045 on second reading. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 9045 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, before we proceed, we'd like to acknowledge the guest of Honorable Marlene B. Alonte, Representative Lone District of Biñan. They are Kyle Colas Jennerman, Catherine Dikit, Jonah Durwin, Mark Yanes, Attorney Dominic Javellana, and Attorney Lilin Javellana.
To the guest of our Honorable Representative Len Alonte, welcome to the House of Representatives. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your visit. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 4641 as contained in Committee Report number 294, and may I request that the Secretary General be instructed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill number 4641.
House Bill 4641, an act declaring the city of General Santos as the tuna capital of the Philippines.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the representative from the Lone District of General Santos City, the Honorable Loreto B. Acharon, to begin sponsorship of the measure.
The Honorable Representative Acharon is recognized. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, good afternoon. It is my honor to sponsor House Bill number 4641 as contained in the Committee Report number 294, which is entitled An Act Declaring the City of General Santos as the Tuna Capital of the Philippines. Mr. Speaker, the Philippines is an archipelagic country with territorial waters. An exclusive economic zone covers a total area of 2.2 million square kilometers and boasts a coastline spanning 36,289 kilometers. This impressive coastline ranks the Philippines as having the fifth longest in the world, and it is blessed with abundant fisheries resources. Fishing has emerged as one of the main economic drivers in our country, contributing 12.70% to the total agricultural gross value added in 2021, equivalent to 248.47 million pesos. Moreover, The fishing industry provides livelihood for 2.08 million registered fisher folk, including women and youth engaged in various activities such as capture fishing, fish farming or aquaculture, fish processing, fish vending, gleaning, and other fishery-related jobs. Notably, the city of General Santos is recognized as a major fishing hub in the country, with tuna being the primary commodity in both local and international trade. The General Santos City Fishport Complex plays a vital role in the East Asia growth area as a significant post-harvest infrastructure in the Mindanao region. Over the past decade, the GSPFC has consistently led in fish landing volumes, particularly of tuna and tuna-like fishes. Additionally, it houses 6 out of the 8 tuna canning plants and 12 out of 15 frozen tuna processors in the country. Presently, tuna industry in Jensen employs approximately 120,000 fish workers. Over the course of 40 years, the city of General Santos has gained renown for its tuna, hence the well-deserved title of Tuna Capital of the Philippines. With this in mind, I urge my fellow members in this esteemed chamber to lend their support for the swift passage of this bill. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and my distinguished colleagues.
Thank you very much. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate the said sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee amendment nor individual amendment, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby terminated. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 4641.
There is a motion to approve House Bill number 4641 on second reading. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 4641 is hereby approved on second reading.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider bills under the calendar of business for Thursday and Friday. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to our rules, allow me to put forth an omnibus motion for the consideration of the following House bills. House Bill number 9016 under Committee Report number 732, House Bill number 9018 under Committee Report number 734, House Bill number 9019 under Committee Report number 735, House Bill number 9037 under Committee Report number 738, House Bill number 9047 under Committee Report number 740, House Bill number 9048 under Committee Report number 741, House Bill number 5911 under Committee Report number 742, House Bill number 5659 under Committee Report number 743, House Bill number 9049 under Committee Report number 744. And may I request the Secretary General to read the titles of the said local bills.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the aforementioned House bills. The title of the aforementioned House bills.
House Bill 9016, an act establishing a technical education and skills development authority, training and assessment center in the municipality of Gumaca, province of Quezon, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 9018, an act establishing a technical education and skills development authority, training and assessment center in the municipality of Labason, province of Zamboanga del Norte, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill number 9019, an act modernizing and converting the Cabugao School of Handicraft and Cottage Industries in the municipality of Bato, province of Catanduanes, into a polytechnic institute to be administered and supervised by the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 9037, an act establishing a Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, training and assessment center in the municipality of Don Carlos, province of Bukidnon, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 9047, an act converting the Extension Office of the Land Transportation Office in the Municipality of Catanawan, Province of Quezon, into a district office and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 9048, an act upgrading the District Office of the Land Transportation Office in the City of Digos, Province of Davao del Sur from Class D to Class C and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5911, an act converting the Sindangan Extension Office of the Land Transportation Office located in the Municipality of Sindangan, Province of Zamboanga del Norte into a regular LTO office and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 5659, an act establishing a district office of the Land Transportation Office in the Municipality of San Miguel in the in the 2nd District, Province of Iloilo, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 9049, an act converting the District Office of the Land Transportation Office in the Municipality of Rosales, Province of Pangasinan, into a Class A District Office and appropriating funds therefore.
Thank you very much. Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider the respective explanatory notes as the sponsorship of the said measures.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. That motion of the Majority Leader is approved. Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate on the said local bills, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby terminated. Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee nor individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The period of amendments is hereby terminated. Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading the following House bills: 9016, 9018, 9019, 9037, 9047, 9048, 5911, 5659, and 9049.
There is a motion to approve House Bills number 9016, 9018, 9019, 9037, 9047, 9048, 5911, 5659, and 9049 on second reading. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bills number 9016, 9018, 9019, 9037, 9047, 9048, 5911, 5659, and 9049 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 8278 and Senate Bill number 2243 on revitalizing the salt industry. They are namely, first, Representative Wilfredo Mark M. Enverga, Joey Sarte Salceda, Ron P. Salo, Evgeny Vincente Bambi Emano, Representative Eddie Bong Plaza, Representative Robert Raymond M. Estrella, Representative Wilbert T. Lee.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The motion of the Majority Leader is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Session is suspended. Resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of unfinished business, I move that we resume consideration of House Bill number 8937 as contained in Committee Report number 720, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill number 8937.
House Bill 8937, an act enhancing the fiscal regime for the mining industry, amending for the purpose Sections 34B and creating new Sections 151A, 151B, 151C, and 151D, all under Republic Act Number 8424, otherwise known as the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997, as amended.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the parliamentary status of the bill is that it is in the period of sponsorship and debate. I move that the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Ways and Means, the Honorable Micaela Swansing, be recognized.
The Honorable Micaela Swansing is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I am ready to receive questions from our distinguished colleagues.
Thank you very much. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the gentleman from the 1st District of Albay, the Honorable Edsel C. Lagman, to continue with his interpellation.
The Honorable Lagman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to acknowledge receipt from the good sponsor the data I requested yesterday and the other days. But in order for the membership of the House to have also knowledge of this data, more specifically on foreign equity in our domestic corporations operating in the mining areas, we would request the good sponsor to read for the records the respective foreign equity in the various mining corporations.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Given that the list is quite lengthy, I would like to, excuse me.
If you wish good sponsor, you can just make a total
Yes, Mr.
so that we
Speaker.
can get the average of foreign investments to save time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that yesterday specific companies were mentioned, in terms of the 12 companies that were operating within mineral reservations, with the permission of our distinguished interpellator, I will quickly go through the foreign equity ownership, particularly for those 12 companies, and thereafter give an estimate on the average foreign equity for most of the mining operations operating in the country. For the 12 companies operating within mineral reservations, Adnama Mining Resources has 0% foreign equity, meaning it's 100% domestically owned. Cagdianao Mining Corporation, 0% foreign ownership. Cadascal Nickel Corporation, 19.71% foreign ownership. Century Peak Corporation, my apologies. Carrascal Nickel Corporation has 0% foreign equity. Century Peak Corporation has 19% foreign equity. CTP Construction, 0% foreign equity. Hinatuan Mining Corporation, 38% foreign equity. Libho Mining Corporation, 30% foreign equity. Mark Ventures Mining, 3% foreign equity. Platinum Group Metals Corporation, 30% foreign equity. SR Metals Incorporated, 0% foreign equity, and Taganito Mining Corporation, 38% foreign equity. On average, Mr. Speaker, for the companies listed in the for the companies operating within mining reservations, on average, the foreign equity is about 20%.
Thank you, Madam Sponsor. And you would agree that the foreign equity in these mining companies is rather small.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Most of them are actually 100% domestically owned.
Why is this so? Why are foreign investors not engaging in mining operations in the Philippines?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, we may refer to the Fraser report to give us a sense of why that is the case. Given the Fraser report of 2021, in terms of investment attractiveness, the index scored, if you compare the index scores across countries, we are ranked 57th out of 84 in terms of investment attractiveness. That is not because of our mineral potential, but rather because of the policy perception among investors. If we break down the criteria in terms of the mineral potential index score, we actually rank quite high. We're at 29 out of 84, but where our ranking was pulled down substantially is in terms of the policy perception, where we ranked 83 out of 84. That can be explained, if you look at the criteria, mostly because of regulatory uncertainties, uncertainties in terms of environmental regulation, taxation, the moratoriums that were issued in the past, and the ban on open pit mining. All of these actually diminish the investment attractiveness of the Philippines to foreign investors.
In order to check that lack of investment by foreigners in our mining areas, what does this bill do to attract foreign investors other than the reform in the tax regime?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, I completely agree. That is the foremost. Even if you talk to the stakeholders in the mining industry, the biggest wish actually is to give them certainty in terms of what fiscal regime or regulatory framework will be put in place for the Philippines. But apart from that, there are also your bureaucratic procedures in terms of red tape that need to be addressed, just overall improvement of business climate for the mining industry, and as well as other factors such as infrastructure and socio-economic factors.
I think, Mr. Speaker, good sponsor, that the principal factor is our mineral potential, because we rank rather at the bottom with respect to the most traded and mined minerals, which is copper and gold. Yesterday, the good sponsor agreed that taking everything equal, including the level and basis of royalty tax, an investor would engage in mining in countries which have sufficient deposit of mineral ore, so that its venture would be viable and the prospect of a good return is assured. Does the good sponsor confirm her agreement to this proposition?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I confirm that that was a statement that I made yesterday.
Okay. Yesterday also, the good sponsor agreed that copper and gold are the most mined and traded minerals worldwide. Does the good sponsor confirm this?
Mr. Speaker, just to clarify, the statement made yesterday was that copper and gold were the most resource-rich in the Philippines. In terms of the resources that we have, copper and gold are the top two in terms of our mineral resources.
May we know what is the percentage of gold mining in the list of minerals being mined in the Philippines?
Mr. Speaker, may I request for a 1-minute suspension just for me to pull the data?
Session suspended.
I hope the time is not the...
Please proceed, distinguished sponsor.
Mr. Speaker, in terms of the contribution to the total metallic mineral production for the previous year, nickel, cobalt, mixed sulfides, scandium oxalate, altogether byproducts of nickel accounted for 46.
Alamin natin ang mga programa at aktibidades ng mga kinatawan sa pamumuno ni Speaker Ferdinand Martin FMR Romualdez, Kamara, House of the People. Tuwing Sabado, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng umaga at replays tuwing Linggo, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Dito lang sa FMR Quezon 94.3, ang inyong favorite music radio.